My name is Gemma's Journey Grace. I walk this world at my own pace. I see the colors others miss. I've got a heart you can't dismiss. Some days are loud, some days are bright, but every step I take is mine. I shine my truth in every space. This is Gemma's Journey Grace. I live with autism, and that's my power. I rise up stronger every hour. Don't need your perfect, don't need your doubt. I know who I am, and I'm standing proud. I'm finding my rhythm, my voice, my place. This is Gemma's journey, this is my grace. You might not see what's in my mind, but there's a world of stars behind. I feel the music in the air, I feel the love that's always there. My story's written in my way, no rules to how I shine today. I'm on a path I'm meant to chase. Call me Gemma's Journey Grace. I live with autism, and that's my power. I rise up stronger every hour. Don't need your perfect, don't need your doubt. I know who I am, and I'm standing proud. I'm finding my rhythm, my voice, my place. This is Gemma's journey, this is my grace. Every challenge, every fight, I keep on moving toward the light. My heart is steady, my dream is clear. I'm not alone, I'm still right here. I live with autism, and that's my power. I grow more fearless every hour. I'm writing my story line by line. This journey's tough, but it's all mine. I'm finding my rhythm, my voice, my place. I'm Gemma's Journey. I am great.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel for this Sunday morning, afternoon or evening across the world where you may be at. I hope your weekend is treating you well, and today I'm going to be talking about the ITV news article called Celebrities Gather at Parliament Square to Demand Ofsted Stop Profiling Autistic Children. There were some celebrities there called Johnny Vegas, Chris Packham among some others. And basically they were talking about that Ofsted had been profiling autistic children and autistic people as being more prone to being radicalised. And I've got some notes on that. I've done some research on Google, so I'm going to read through it and then give my autistic thoughts towards the end. So the information I got from Google says, apparently autistic children are more prone to being radicalised. Based on 2025 to 2026 data, there is absolutely no evidence that autistic children are more prone to holding radicalised views, or that there is a direct link between autism and being radicalised terrorism. However, data indicates a high and disproportionate number of autistic individuals are referred to the Present, which is an anti-extremist program. Overrepresentation in referrals since 2021 and from the internal UK Home Office analysis found that 25% of those receiving de-radicalisation support had suspected autism compared to 1% of the general population. 2025 data trends statistics to March 2025 showed that 14% of all Prevent referrals had autism or suspected mental health condition or a neurodiversity condition. Overrepresentation in lone actors in some studies indicate that individuals with ASD are overrepresented in lone actors of terrorism, ranging from 2.7 to 3.3%. Why are autistic individuals disproportionately referred? They have misinterpreted behaviours, traits such as fixed interest, social isolation, and difficulties understanding social nuances can be misconstrued as signs of radicalisation by teachers or clinicians. Vulnerability to being groomed. Autistic individuals are more likely to experience victimisation, 45%. They go down online rabbit holes. A tendency to focus on their special interests can lead to sometimes extreme radicalised topics. A lack of nuance in assessment may counter terrorism practices by using a deep understanding of neurodiversity, leading to inappropriate referrals. So basically what this Google and UK statistics has actually said is that there is actually no evidence that autistic individuals or neurodiverse individuals are prone to being radicalised, and I think we need to really be careful with the tone of language that we're using and the way that we tend to stereotype and stigmatise people into certain boxes with certain conditions. And it just shows that not just autistic people or neurodiverse people or learning disabled people are more prone to getting radicalised. It can happen to anybody in society. You can get radicalised by reading the wrong topics, by listening to the wrong people, by being convinced to listen to the wrong people, bad people who only want bad intentions. And I think Ofsted could have done a lot more to stop this stigma sooner. I think because it's been part of their training for so long, they've just assumed that autistic people and people with mental health are easier to getting radicalised, but again, it's personal perspective, and it's the people that choose to look at these kind of topics. It's people that get misled or potentially groomed or potentially have people in their family who say, oh well, you know, you might want to consider this, you might want to look at this, you might want to listen to this, and then it takes their own mental capacity or lack of mental capacity to make them decisions. Again, it's very worrying that this is being put out as autistic people are easily to getting radicalised. It's not entirely true. Like I've just read the statistics, it's only like 14% and to a maximum of 23% of people may be getting radicalised. We need to be careful with throwing everyone into one brush and one situation, and I think the government needs to step in and do more to support this. I have got a article from The Guardian which I'll link down below in the video description, and the Google information is actually included in this video as well. But again, it's just about being careful how we use words, what we say, how we talk about people with neurodivergent autism or suspected autism or disability, because again, it can come across the wrong way. It can come across that we are upsetting people and using stigmatized and derogatizing words. We don't need to be using them. And as an autistic person myself, I do find this extremely offensive, that you are claiming that autistic people are more than likely to be getting radicalised, because clearly that's not true. And I think Ofsted need to be careful with what they're putting out there. And I know they've said in their statement, which also I've included in this video, that they've claimed they haven't said that autistic people are more prone. They've suggested that they are more susceptible to getting radicalised or more susceptible to being misled by information, which I can understand why they've backed their own corner and put out their own statement, which I will attach in this video as well. But I think again, it's about being careful with what we say and saying or assuming that we know that autistic people with mental health issues are more susceptible, more prone, because that's not true. We have to speak facts, we have to speak truth, and clearly in this case it's being mistruthed. The statement or the training that was putting out was wrong, and Ofsted have admitted that, and I think for them to admit that, they've done well. But again, they've not done enough. They're not spoken up enough, and I think to put out the statement a few days ago just shows that they know they're in trouble. And it's taken people like Johnny Vegas, Chris Packham, among other celebrities, to stand up, and comedian Paul Whitehouse and his wife and other people to say enough's enough. Stop the stigma, stop the assumptions, stop the stereotyping, because it's going to lead to someone potentially being harmed, or a group of people potentially being mislabeled as troublemakers or extremists, and it just simply isn't right. It simply isn't the right thing to be doing, the right thing to be saying, and it can be very, very dangerous, because once you make one stereotype about all people, then people in society will start believing it, and it's going to start being spread. And I hope this video explains that, and I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.